guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Michelle, and here on this channel I make mommy videos, so everything from baby updates to product reviews and things like that. So if those are the type of videos you'd like to watch, I'd love for you to consider hitting that red subscribe button so you can see every time I have a new video. So today I am going to be doing a swaddle review. So I've tried, right now I have 5 swaddles that I'm going to talk to you guys about. As I've mentioned before with my daughter, I never used swaddles. I tried a few times, but she just always broke free and cried, and I thought that meant that, you know, swaddles are just not for her. She really loved to sleep with her hands by her face, and that's why one of these swaddles I really wish they had when I had her. But they do say that all babies have that natural instinct where they will fight a swaddle. So I will say, you know, if you are trying it and it maybe doesn't work, just keep trying it for at least, you know, a week or two. Try to swaddle your baby as much as possible, like right from the get-go, and slowly they'll start to realize that they like it and they're happy with it. But their initial instinct is to fight it. So a lot of people will sometimes give up before then, and I feel like that's part of what happened with my daughter. And she didn't sleep as well as my son does. And so from day one I knew I wanted to swaddle my son, and I didn't want to do all the swaddle, like the swaddle blanket and wrap him and have him break free. So I have a few different swaddles that I've tried over the course of his life, and they've all worked in their own different ways. So I just want to share a quick review of swaddles for you guys in case you're looking into them or you're thinking about gifting them, so you can just know where we're at. So let's get started. So the first one I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Swaddle Me pod. So this is what the pod looks like. So it's just one big sack, and then it has a zipper that goes down, and this one is also nice because it does have the double zipper, so you can just zip it from the bottom if you want to do like a diaper change for baby. But their arms are just down, and it's literally just a little pod that they're snug in, and it just zips up, and it's just quick and easy, especially if you have a newborn. So this one is from 5 to 12 pounds. I found that it didn't go all the way to 12 pounds. By the time my son was getting to that stage, this was too small, too tight for him. But it depends on how long, or you know, how your baby is. But 5 pounds, so you can use this straight away from birth, and it was just nice to have something just to quickly zip him up in. His arms were down, they were snug, and it was just very easy to use. So in terms of the design, there is a lot of different patterns. This is just a simple one I bought because I bought this before he was born. I didn't know if he was a boy or a girl. So it came with this one that has little peas on it, and then it came with a solid green one, which was the most neutral one. They have ones for girls, ones for boys, so you can kind of check it out. It comes with like a pattern one and then like a solid color. So it has like cute little peas on it, and I thought that was a cute little design. I absolutely love that it has a zipper. That's one of the best things about this, is that it's not Velcro, because in the middle of the night dealing with Velcro and trying to unwrap your baby in the night and like re-swaddle them and do all that stuff when they're a newborn, when you're trying to make it as seamless as possible, is really hectic. So the fact that it has a zipper and a double zipper makes that a lot easier. In terms of the functionality of it, it's soft, it's comfortable, it's easy to use, easy to wash. It's snug and secure, and it's just one piece. You put them in, you zip it up, and it's fantastic. And because it has the double zipper, it makes it easy for diaper changes, and it's just really nice to put them in this. And I find that with a newborn, it's just quick and easy than trying to wrap them up in a swaddle like a swaddle blanket. So the cost for these, I bought this on Amazon, and I looked on Amazon.ca and .com as well, and it is $24.99 for a 2-pack. So I mean, a little bit on the pricey side, but not really compared to any other swaddles. I just feel like because they kind of grow out of it quickly. But for all that it does, I feel like it's worth it. So it's $24.99 online to get a 2-pack. And it was just really nice to have a swaddle that I was going to use right away, like the day he was born. I had them ready to go. The pros of it are that it has the double zipper, which I think is awesome. It's easy to use. You don't have to worry about different pieces folding over or anything. You just put the baby in and zip it. That's what I think are the pros of this one. In terms of cons, it is made for smaller babies, as I was saying. Like, I think it's a little closer to the 5-pound side than the 12-pound side. By the time your baby gets to be about 12 pounds, they're a little bit stronger, and then they start trying to fight their arms to like get it zipped up, and there's nothing to secure their arms, so it's a little bit more of a fight to get them in it. But I just feel like by the time they get to 12 pounds, this seems to be a little bit too small. So that's the Swaddle Me pod. So I really like that for newborns though. And the next one is also the Swaddle Me, but this is just the regular one. So this is what it looks like. It has Velcro on the front here, so you has two little Velcro pieces here, and then it has a little patch here that the Velcro attaches to, and then on the bottom here it has a piece that comes up, has a little flap here. So you just kind of have to, if you could see it when it's open, this is what it looks like. So you put the bottom part over your baby, you wrap this over and tug it under them, and then wrap this part over to swaddle them in it. So it's got a few pieces of Velcro that needs to be attached. So this one has a ton of designs. There are so many like designs that you can find out there, so that's nice. You can find the ones that you like. Again, I went with neutral ones. I actually had these for my daughter, but I just didn't use them that much with her. I kind of wish I had a zippered one because the Velcro was just too much. She would fight me so hard. So I had just neutral patterns, but they have different ones for boys and for girls. It has the Velcro pieces. It does have a little bit more flaps and stuff to keep them snug and secure. In terms of functionality, of course it has, you know, the Velcro to swaddle. It's easy to use. Still not a ton of pieces of fabric or anything to work with, so it's easy to wash. Snug and secure fit, so once you get the baby swaddled just right, they don't break free. They don't, you know, have any issues with it, and it just allows you to tuck it and really pull it to get that like really snug fit as the baby gets a little bit bigger. And it's soft and it's comfortable. So for this one, it's for babies that are 7 to 14 pounds. So it kind of depends. Like if you have a smaller baby, like a preemie or something like that, or your baby's closer to that 5 pound, this one is perfect for you, the Swaddle Me pod. But if your baby comes out and they're a little bit bigger, then maybe that's not a good fit, and you can go straight to the Swaddle Me. So this one goes from 7 to 14 pounds, a little bit longer, so the baby has a little bit more room at the bottom for their feet. This one is $34.99 for a 3-pack, and that's in US. That's on buybybaby.com, and it is $44.99 for a 2-pack Canadian at Bye Bye Baby. So that's just one place you can buy it. I think these ones I bought them at Toys R Us, which I know is out of business in the States, but I bought these ones I think for a little bit cheaper than that at Toys R Us. So you can check around. I think they do sell them at Walmart, so you could check a few other places that might be a little bit more affordable, but that's on average kind of what the price is looking like. The pros of this one, I would say, is that they're easy to use. You don't have to, I mean, it has the Velcro, but I feel like it's very limited, very snug fit, and it's easy to use, so I really love that. And I find that these are come in bigger packs, so it's a little bit more affordable to have multiple, so there's that. The cons for this one is that the Velcro is loud. So if you have to change your baby, you have to take the whole thing off in order to change your baby in the middle of the night, and then re-swaddle them. So the Velcro is loud and might wake up your baby. You have to take them out. They could get cold. So there's things like that. And then the other thing is that the Velcro does wear down after multiple washes. So I found that like by the time my son was growing out of these and we were moving into some other swaddles, the Velcro was not as good. It didn't stick as nicely. It just got worn down, and so he would break free from his swaddles quite frequently, and he would be just like ripping out of it. His arms would be out, his legs would be kicking out, just because the Velcro wasn't as sturdy by the end. So I would say, depending on how long you want to keep your baby in this particular swaddle, you may have to replace them. The next one that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Love to Dream swaddle. So this is the first swaddle that I bought him that has the options for the arms up. I found that he did like to have his arms up. It was another way that helps babies to sleep more comfortably. So I did buy this Love to Dream Swaddle. I kind of wish that I had bought the transition swaddle where the arms can come off. So they do have those ones where you can do the 50-50 transition, but this is just the original one that I had bought. And this one was in the size small, so this was 7 to 13 pounds. So I would use this one, I would use the Swaddle Me at the same time, so when one was in the wash I could use the other, because I only had one of these and I had about 4 of these Swaddle Me's. But what I really love about this one is that it has, of course, more neutral designs. You can get it in blue, pink, I have the gray one. And it has a very sleek design, just like you can see the way that it comes in. It cinches kind of at baby's waist, and then also gives more space in the bottom. And of course, I love that it has the zipper, because I love the zipper, and I love that the arms are up. And this one again is a double zip, so you can change baby's diaper quite easily. In terms of the functionality, it has arms up, which makes it really nice for baby to sleep a little bit easier. It's very snug and secure, so they feel warm. They has the zipper. Double zip allows for easy diaper changes, and it allows baby to sleep a little bit more comfortably if you have a baby that loves to sleep with their arms up instead of just swaddled like this. And sometimes my son would take his arms and reach over, and he would eat on, like, gnaw on the end of it, and that would kind of pacify him a little bit. Like, it would just help him to sleep and soothe himself. So there's that too, because they want to put their hands in their mouth and he could just feel his hands there. So he slept pretty comfortably in this swaddle. In terms of the pricing, it is $34.99 American and $39.99 Canadian, and that's also at Bye Bye Baby. So for one swaddle, this is a little bit more pricey. I would suggest if you're going to go with this one, you definitely are going to need obviously at least 2, because when one's in the wash, you don't want to not have a swaddle. So I would say you would need to have at least 2. So this one's a little bit on the pricier side, but it does have a different design that allows baby's arms up. So maybe if your baby is breaking out of traditional swaddles, or they don't like their arms like that, this is one you can try. And of course, because it has the zipper, no noisy Velcro, makes it easier for baby to sleep, and encourages them to have a little bit longer sleep. One more thing I forgot to mention about the Love to Dream is that it comes in more sizes. So these ones, obviously they come for a certain like weight limit, and then you can try. I don't think they have bigger sizes in the Swaddle Me. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but I think that's it. But with the Love to Dream, it does come in small, medium, large, and I believe there's extra large. So at least you know with this one, it doesn't just go to a certain month where babies can roll over, because babies come in all sizes, and so they may be a bigger size before they're even ready to roll over, and then you don't have a swaddle that fits. So what I love about this one is that it does come all the way up to extra large, so you know your baby has a swaddle that they can be in for quite some time, because they can grow out of the weight limits but still need a swaddle. So that's what I like about that one. So for the Love to Dream, this is what the box looks like. So they have stage 1, which is swaddling from birth until baby shows signs of trying to roll. They have stage 2, which is the transitional one, which is the swaddle up 50-50. It's to transition from swaddling to arms-free sleep. And then stage 3 is independent sleep, where they have the sleep suit or the Love to Dream sleep bag. So they have a few different models depending on your baby's size and where they are in their stage of sleeping. And they come in different sizes. So they have newborn, small, medium, and large. So that's really nice that it gives you some options. And then it also gives you like recommended clothing by temperature, what baby should wear when they're in this. This is designed in Australia, and they say the arms up position gives them more sleep, which is really nice. Ideal fabric for moderate temperatures. And then it also says that here, it says medical research suggests that babies sleep better if they're swaddled or if they can self-soothe. So basically, babies often settle themselves to sleep by sucking on their hands or by gently rubbing their cheeks. This is a natural act known as self-soothing and helps baby to sleep longer. So because it has the wings, it allows the baby access to their hands minimal. Obviously they can just kind of bend it over, but it allows them to soothe themselves. It says it has a certified hip healthy design that allows for them to flex their hips and legs. It's really nice that they have different stages that allow babies to grow, and then you can buy the different ones, especially if you find a swaddle that you like. You kind of want to be able to have it continue with you. So this one is a great swaddle. The next one that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the nested bean swaddle. And this is the original swaddle. I know they have a few different versions. And so this is the original nested bean sleep swaddle. So it has this Velcro. It's hard to take. This one is the Zen Swaddle Classic, and this is a small to large for 0 to 6 months, 7 to 18 pounds. So this one can kind of go pretty far. So when we're looking at the design, it's got the Velcro on this side that attaches over here, and honestly you can really wrap this quite tight. But what's unique about the Zen Swaddle is the little bean part that they have here. This is the part that goes over your baby's tummy. So over here on the side, it has these little beans kind of like weighted, so it gives that weighted blanket feel. So on the sides here they have it, and then on this side they have it as well, and then this little bean part in the middle that looks like a little chick has it as well. So it kind of gives baby that weighted feel, and basically what it does is it's supposed to promote babies to sleep longer because it mimics mother's touch. So sometimes if your baby's upset, they're crying, and they're in their bassinet, you might just put your hand on their chest and you can notice that they will visibly notice that they will calm down and they'll kind of relax. So that's what this part is supposed to mimic. It's supposed to mimic that touch, that gentle weighted touch on their chest to kind of help them to sleep longer and to feel a little bit more calm. This is the box that my nested bean Zen Swaddle came in. This is the classic. It mimics mom's touch. The touch is self-soothing, and it says that moms say it improves sleeps in 1 to 3 nights. And so that's kind of cool. So it has well-researched principle. The lightly weighted non-toxic filling in this chick is designed to mimic the gentle pressure of your palm to their chest. Lightly weighted pads on the side mimics being held in your arms, and the 2-pouch design offers 2 sizes that last twice as long. So you can swaddle them where their arms are in, which is the classic way, and then they also have the option where you can swaddle it around just their body and then their arms are out. So that's kind of cool too. So here on the back, if you guys can see the picture, it shows you like the mom touching them and then the swaddle and how that's supposed to kind of mimic that design for babies. So this one is a 1 size, and again, as they said, like it has these double pouches. So when you put your baby in the smaller pouch, it's like when they're a little bit smaller, like maybe on that newborn or like 1 to 2 months. And as they get bigger into 6 months, you can make it so that they just put their feet in the bigger pouch, and so it kind of grows with them. So I like this because it extends its use a little bit, because some of the other ones, like the size is the size and you can't do anything about it. Whereas this one I find like lasts a lot longer. The only thing with this is that because there's nothing to keep this Velcro pouch, like you put it on and you swaddle them really tight, but there's nothing to keep this up like the way that the Swaddle Me has that Velcro piece. So my son, who's a really big kicker, he started kicking and he would make this part come out, and then his legs would be out, and then his arms would be out. So he started to break out of this. He didn't even stay in it like he did stay in it until he was probably just about to turn 5 months. He was in this until he started to be able to kind of kick it and make it come out, and his legs were coming out, and sometimes he would break his arms free. So he was getting a little bit too strong for this swaddle, but I absolutely love the swaddle. I feel like it gave him a little bit longer sleep, especially because he loved to be a stomach sleeper. So being on his back and still having that little bit of pressure just kind of gave him that comfort that sleeping on his belly would give him. So in terms of the design, it has a really nice pattern. It's soft, it's comfortable, it has that nice weighted bean. It has the 2 sacks so that like babies can grow into it, and it's very comfortable. In terms of functionality, it's easy to use. It has really strong Velcro. Like this Velcro did not wear down. So for the whole time we were using it, washing it, the Velcro just stayed really strong. Like once you put it on, even to take it off you had to really like yank the Velcro. Like it was really good Velcro. It had that smaller pocket that grows with baby, and the weighted bean helps them to sleep longer, so that's really nice. So this one, the cost is $29.99 in the US and $34.99 in Canada, and that's also at Bye Bye Baby. I definitely think it's worth the money. Like I really feel like this was for a long time my main swaddle. I really did love the Swaddle Me, and I thought the Swaddle Me was fantastic. Not the Swaddle Me, the Love to Dream, and I would use the nested bean, and I kind of would transition between those. And then the Swaddle Me I would use like in my diaper bag if we were going over to like my parents' house or something. But those other two, like the nested bean and the Love to Dream, were my go-to nighttime swaddles. These were the ones I loved to put him in at night. I felt they gave him the best sleep. And so the pros of this one is that it does help baby to sleep a little bit longer, gives them that more of a comfortable feeling, keeps them really snug. The only cons with this one is the same that I have with other Velcro swaddles, is that the Velcro can be loud at night, and that you have to unswaddle your baby to change them. You have to take the whole thing off in order to change them, and then swaddle them back up and make sure that they're all snug and secure. So if you have to change your baby in the middle of the night, I would say maybe try something with like a zipper. But this one just really did give him really nice sleep, and he didn't really wake up too much where I had to change his diaper in the night. So I found that this one was easy for me to use, but that's just the only two things that I could say are some cons about this swaddle. But I absolutely love it. I think it was worth the price. If you find you love it, maybe buy two and make those like your soul swaddles. Okay, and the last swaddle that I'm going to talk about is the Nested Bean Zen One Convertible Swaddle. So this one says same thing, so better sleep in 1 to 3 nights. This is the box it came in. Has the gently weighted bean on the front. It does have the arms up design, where baby can have their arms up to sleep. And so here it basically says here that it mimics your touch, it aids self-soothing, and it boosts your wellness because the babies sleep better in 1 to 3 nights. So it has this year-round comfort because it's light and breathable, reliable and safe. It's toxin-free, easy to use. It has the 2-way zipper for quick diaper changes. And so here you can see the different options. So they have newborns, which has a secure band where you can put their arms down and zip it up. It has ones for active sleepers, which has the mesh sleeves, which keeps their arms in but visible. And then it has the transitioning babies where you can have their arms out. So this one comes in 2 sizes. It comes in the newborn, which is the 0 to 3 month, 7 to 13 pound. And then they have small, which is 3 to 6 months, which is 13 to 18.5 pounds. And this is the one that I have, is the size small, because this one is not available in Canada, so I did have to purchase off the Nested Bean site. But I absolutely love this swaddle. So let me show you real quick. There's so much to see on this one. So this is what the swaddle looks like. I have it in the sand color. It also comes in a dark navy blue, which I love, and then it comes in a pink. So I have this one in sand, and then I also have it in navy blue. So I bought 2 because I knew that like if one was in the wash, I needed to have a second one, and because I had to order it from the States, I didn't want to have to order them separately and pay 2 sets of shipping. But anyways, so in terms of the design, I love the colors. It has this nice open bottom part where baby's feet are. Again, you have the 2 options. So right now Kai is sleeping in this with his arms out, so I transitioned 1 arm at a time. He actually did really well with it, so I transitioned him a little bit faster. But you can have baby like this, 1 arm in, 1 arm out for a while, and then when they're ready, take the other one off and have both arms out. But he did sleep like this for quite some time. As you can see, it has like this mesh here, so it's breathable. I could see his arms, everything was good. And then it has this easy zipper where you can just unzip it and remove it. And so that's how he sleeps now. It has the same little weighted bean and a little bit weighting on the sides, and that just kind of allows him to have that same snug feel, as if there's like another weight on his chest. And it was a nice transition from the classic swaddle. It has the double zip, so easy for diaper changes again, so for your baby at night. And this has on the inside here this extra band. So basically you can take out the band, and what the band is for is basically if your baby is like a newborn, you have the smaller size, you just put their arms down and you can Velcro in them that way. So they have the arms up option, but you don't have to use it. You can just put their arms down and put that middle band over their arms and zip it up, and it's fine. So what I love about this is that this one swaddle goes through basically 3 stages. You can do it arms swaddled down, arms up in the sleeve, and then arms out, and that's really a great swaddle that goes through very many different stages. So it kind of covers all the stages of other swaddles. I wish they had this one when I first started swaddling him, because I think I would have made this my sole swaddle. I think like for future kids I would just use this swaddle in both sizes, because I just think it's so amazing. He still sleeps in this one. It's sort of starting getting to the small size, so I know that they do have another option, which is the sack, where it just clips here and then it's just like a big sack and the arms are out. So I might have to transition him to that, because I think lengthwise he'll grow out of this pretty soon. But those ones are easy to find. But I just love how easy it transitions. It has this little like thing here that I clip his pacifier to, so he has easy access to his pacifier and his hands and things like that. So I absolutely love this swaddle. In terms of the functionality, I mean, it has the arms that unzip for easy transition, helps your baby to sleep longer, easy for diaper changes, easy to wash. The only Velcro they have is the inside band, and you can quite easily choose to use that band or not. Right now when I swaddle Kai, you could just leave it in the back, but I take the band and I Velcro it kind of around his belly, so it's like that extra secureness. I put it around his belly and then I zip it up. So I find that Velcro is very strong. I've washed it many times and I've never had any issues with it being worn down. It has breathable mesh on the arms, so you know it doesn't overheat and you can see inside, make sure everything's okay. The weighted bean, again, that helps them to sleep. Easy for diaper changes, and then no Velcro, which, I mean, not no Velcro on the inside, but if you don't use that band, then it's just the zipper on the outside, which I absolutely love. So when you change them, you don't have to disturb the Velcro, you don't have to touch it, you don't have to open it. So I mean, that makes it easier for nighttime changes. So this one is $44.99 US. And this is straight from the Nested Bean website, nestedbean.com. I haven't been able to find it anywhere else. I know some of the other Nested Bean swaddles are sold at Bye Bye Baby in Canada. I'm not sure if you can get them on Amazon. I never checked, but this one seems to be solely from their website. So the pros are that it's easy for diaper changes, it grows with your baby, and it allows for a gentle, easy transition from arms down to arms up to arms out. And I absolutely love that. And the only con that I would say for this is that it only goes up to like 6 months, which I guess is when most babies roll over, but not all babies. Like Kai is not rolling over in his bed. He rolls over like on the floor when we're playing, but he hasn't tried rolling over during his sleep time. So it's kind of sad that like he would transition out of this before, but it only comes in that newborn size and then the 3 to 6 month with a certain weight limit. But I do feel like it pretty much does the job. Like most babies can stay in it until they need to transition, but that's the only thing I could say, is that he'll probably grow out of this before he rolls over, but he can just go to the other one that has his arms out. So I really love these. I would definitely recommend, again, like if you want to use it, maybe buy 2 just so that you can just have one when the other one's in the wash. At nighttime now, he sleeps exclusively in this swaddle, this one and the blue one. He doesn't use any of these other swaddles. I did think about getting another Love to Dream, the transition arms, but I think now that his arms are out and he's comfortable, I'll probably just switch him to the Nested Bean sleep sack. That will also have the weighted feeling but be bigger for him to fit into. So I think I'll probably transition to that one and get a couple of those just so I have enough, but this is solely what he is sleeping in at the moment. I've loved all these swaddles. They've all worked for different things, and it all depends on things like your budget and, you know, what works for your baby. For me personally, I found that the best combo was the Love to Dream and the Zen Swaddle at night, and then the Swaddle Me for like nap times or travel sleeping. Maybe it's easy to throw into your backpack and you don't have to worry about it because you can have multiple of those because they're a little more cost effective. And then the Swaddle Pod is great for newborns when you just have your baby, unless you can get this one, the Nested Bean or one of those ones, then you can just, you know, not have to worry about transitioning to different swaddles. But these ones are a great one to start out with if you're looking for something a little bit more affordable and you don't know what your baby's gonna like. But yes, and then these ones are, I think, my ultimate favorite in terms of the swaddles that I've used. So I will leave links to as many basically I should be able to find all of them. I'll leave links to all of these swaddles in the description box so you guys can check that out. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button so you can join my little internet family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.